Yo, what's up? It's 432 God. Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna have a pick a card and we're gonna talk about what's next. We have 3 piles. This is pile 1 called Dreamy Johnny. This, you can take a look at it. Pretty cool. This pile 2. This one's called Matter and Spirit. And then finally, the Vampire. This is pile 3. Okay, cool. So let's get started with pile 1. Today we're gonna use the Hush Tarot. It's a pretty cool deck. It's a little bit raw and rugged. Like, it's fire. Okay, so pile 1, welcome to your reading. For those of you that chose Dreamy Johnny, it looks like what's next for you is you're going to be getting a new idea from Spirit, and you're going to be being able to learn from nature, learn from Spirit. Okay, so what's next for pile 1? Okay, cool. So we got the Ace of Swords. So yeah, it looks like you're gonna be getting an idea that comes from the divine. And you're gonna know what it is when it comes to you. You're gonna be like, oh damn, I should note that. But you won't need to note it because you'll remember. So just make sure that when you get it, you act upon it. We got the Ace of Swords. And the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, make sure that you you work on it and don't let it just be an idea. Like 3 months from now, will it still be an idea, or will you be in the beginning of stages of that idea? Let's see. It's something that you've been wondering about for a bit, something that you've been kind of a little bit anxious about, but don't be scared. You also got the Page of Swords. Yeah, don't be scared because, well, Spirit is with you. The 4 of Pentacles. And it's going to lead to some power, and you already have power. So just believe in that. The Knight of Pentacles. And don't expect it to come so quick. Just take your time with it and flow. And the Queen of Pentacles. And take care of it. Take care of your idea. And enjoy it. And cherish it. So what has to end? Now we're gonna ask, like, what is gonna end for this new beginning to start. Again, what's next? So what has to end for pile 1 so that this idea can grow? This idea that they have. Okay. Cool. So we got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. Again. Let's see. 2. The 6 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. We'll get one more. Give me one more. And the Ace of Wands. So what has to end is you trying to like be so balanced, basically, and you like trying to make sure everything is perfect. Because as long as you do it, it's going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. But that's what makes everything perfect. So what has to end is you like basically just trying to be like so perfect. And don't listen to other people. Like don't listen to the whispers, don't listen to the to what is it, the chirping of the birds. Unless it's calming to you, then you can listen to the chirping in the morning, But besides that, it's pretty much what has to end. Don't look, even though you should try your best, you have to stop looking at things so closely and so literally and so 3D is what has to end. Cool. That's exciting. I'm excited for you. Wow. Okay, so now we're gonna try to find out some tips and tricks for what's to come. Tips and tricks. Okay. So give us some tips and tricks that pile 1 can keep in mind for their next stage, for this idea that they have, for what is next for pile 1. What are some things that they can keep in mind? Some tips and tricks for the next phase. Anything that you would like to let us know, let us know. Okay, cool. So we got the 7 of Cups. And this is a really cool 7 of Cups. Whoa. So basically, hold on to your imagination and hold on to your dreams. And then Strength card. And realize your power and realize your strength. And your beauty. And there's like this lady is missing an arm. There's a bat, there's bats on her hair. She's if you she's basically a mess. But she's like fire though. Like, damn, she's like mad cute. She's like super beautiful. Even though on paper, like if you were to write down her characteristics, I don't know. I probably wouldn't, but she's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So you know, like your imperfections are literally what make you so perfect. Your animals, whatever, like your, you know, how can I say? Your beasts are what create that beauty. And realize those beasts and use them to your advantage. That's what makes you strong. Let's see. So what else? What are some more tips and tricks for the next phase? So make sure you keep that imagination. You hang on to it. While still realizing your strength. So what else are some tips and tricks for the next phase? Okay, we got the Three of Swords. And like, F it, you know? Like, fuck it. Do what you gotta do. Don't worry about it. If you gotta break some hearts, you're gonna break some hearts. If you gotta get your heart broken, you're gonna get your heart broken. But you'll be okay. You'll live to see another day. The flowers will still bloom in the summertime, and they'll die in the winter. Or they die in fall. You know what I mean? But, yeah, pretty cool. So, pile 1, that was your reading, and I'll see you later. Okay, moving on to pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 1 is done. Pile 2, this is your reading for those that chose matter and spirit. Welcome, pile 2. So, what's next is you basically letting go of material things, letting go of being attached to material things. You're stopping materialism, and you're realizing the power of self is what's to come for you. And you're learning to let go of all these objects, of shiny object syndrome. And you're going a little bit more within. So now we're gonna see what's up with some tarot. They're gonna let us know what's next for pile 2. So what is next for pile 2? Please tell us, Spirit, what is next for pile 2? Okay, cool. So we got the Wheel of Fortune. That's always fun. The Devil. Yum. The World. And the Seven of Cups. Cool. Whoa. So yeah, it looks like you're kind of ending a phase of masking yourself with these things that you have been masking yourself with, whether it be like, I don't know, like the stuff that you buy, the car that you drive, the the watch that you wear, or whatever jewelry you be having. You're kind of letting go of that, you're now opening yourself up to your younger self, to your kid again, back when you were young and like, you know, you just needed like a slide to have fun. And if you didn't have slide, then you will play slide. Like slide, slipper, right? So yeah, what's next is it looks like you're just kind of opening up a new, like the power of youth for my Naruto fans. And it looks like you're gonna just be enjoying life a little bit more. I feel excited for you. You know, you got the Wheel of Fortune coming for you. You're looking up. You're kind of enjoying nature a little bit more. And that's making you stronger. It's making you happier. Let's see. So now we're gonna see what is it that has to end for this new thing to begin. So we're gonna put these back. I want you to see the devil card because it's kind of cool. The little cats. Okay. So now we're gonna find out what is it that has to end for this new thing to begin. And yeah, first we'll find that out, and then we're gonna see how can we end it. Like, how can you end it, Pal 2? So what has to end for Pal 2's Four of Swords? Let's see, give us 2 more. Okay, so you have to stop holding on to things and stop like thinking about things, like thinking about the same problem, the thing that happened yesterday, again today. You have to stop hanging on to what you think is gonna make you fruitful, and stop hanging on to what you think is the right answer. Because if you think it's the right answer, then it is it. But it goes the other way too. Like, it's also not it. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, you know, instead of seeing things and trying to have the right way or the wrong way, and just start seeing things for what they are. It just is what it is. Okay, so how can Pal 2 do that though? Like, now we're gonna find out how can you do that. How can you stop coming to these conclusions, stop holding on to these ideas that you have, so that you can open up your new world. I mean, you got the World card. That's pretty strong card. Like, okay, so you got the 6 of Pentacles for how to end your thinking cycle. So try to even it out. You got the World again and the Queen of Swords. So basically, if you know, you're gonna have to like realize these thoughts and balance them out at first. And balance them out just by trying to see the other side, both sides, and see the beauty in both sides. You're gonna have to like literally try to see the beauty in both sides. Like, you can be like, but the other side just ain't beautiful. Like, it ain't cute. It ain't it. Okay, then that's when you're gonna have to like try to see the beauty in both sides. Like, make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the Queen of Swords, so with the Queen of Swords, basically I'm hearing like, see the beauty in it, but then it's gonna be kind of weird, but like, imagine that you were it, and then that's it. See the beauty in it, try to be it, and then just leave it, and then see the beauty without it. And see how you can shine with it or without it. In both ways you can shine. And I'm also hearing that you need to just appreciate nature a little bit more. Is another thing, another way that you can do that. And yeah, try to be around some more green. Like, try to see some green every now and then, like some grass or some trees. Okay, cool. So that's how you end it. You want to make sure you balance it out, see both sides, and then you want to be what you're holding on to. And let it go. Take your shoes off at the door. Keep the floor clean. Let's see. Now we're gonna ask, what tips and tricks? What are some tips and tricks for coming into this new phase? This new phase of youth. You're growing younger. Congratulations. You found the fountain of youth. Now go drink some water. It tastes good. It's alkaline. Okay. So some tips and tricks are to start trying to enjoy your own presence and understand that you are God's gift to this earth. You're a queen, you're a king, you're a god, you're a goddess. And go get some, enjoy the sun. If you don't live anywhere if you live somewhere that there's like no sun out ever, then enjoy the clouds, enjoy the shade, enjoy the trees. Yeah, just like enjoy the breath. Breathing is nice. If you don't think breathing is nice, then hold your breath for a long time. And you'll see, like, damn, breathing is pretty nice. Feels good. So yeah, you got the Sun, the Chariot, and the Hermit. So you're getting some, some strong stuff. Things are changing. Let's see what else. So yeah, those are some good tips and tricks. Be a little bit more carefree. Don't take things so seriously. Your problems, spirit will solve your problems. If you're like, oh my God, how can I not be so, how can I just not take things seriously? These bills are serious. This note is serious. Like, spirit will take care of you. Don't worry about it. They will bring you what you need. You get the Temperance card. They will fill your cups. You're going to hear the next steps that you got to do, what you got to do, where you got to go. But just trust that. Just trust yourself. You're strong. You're wise. You're God manifested. And, just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Okay, cool. That was fun. That was a fun reading. Thanks for watching. Pile 2. Spread your wings. Go drink some water. See ya. Okay, pile 2 is done. Okay, now pile 3. Welcome, pile 3. For those of you that chose the vampire. Ooh, how cool. Looks like dawn is near. The sun is in the background. So basically I'm hearing for pile 3 that what's next for you is that you're gonna start to kind of shed light on your shadows. You're gonna shed light on your shadow self. You're gonna understand it a little bit better. You're gonna see what's been, what are you bond to? What are you tied to? What's holding you down? And then you're gonna kind of like, with that light being shed on it, you're gonna see how instead of having it hold you down, you can just help it ground you. Because no matter what, we all have an ego. We all gonna have shadows. That's just like the way it is. And understanding it is what helps you turn those demons into your strength. Understanding it helps you, it helps you use your power. Usually, if you don't understand your ego, then people can use it against you. It lets your emotions get to you. And then that means that if they can control you, then you're their slave. But if you know what controls you, and you can control you, then You're the master to your own slave, which is cool. So let's see. What's for pile 3 is next? Spirit, please tell us what is next for pile 3. What is next for pile 3? Okay. You got the 9 of Wands. Yeah, so with this 9 of Wands, it's a horse that is going forward. The wands being his drive, being his powers, his or her. Being their experience and what their tools, their weapons. And even though not all the weapons are brand new, some of them are broken, that horse is still driving forward. He's still holding on to the broken ones. Confidently striding forward. Very elegantly, with the elegance and grace of a horse. I mean, horses are cool. So yeah, you got the 9 of Wands. Let's see what else. What is next? So it looks like what's next is you picking up your failures, your past, your wins, and helping them move you forward. You're not letting it hold you back. You're not becoming stuck in what you did right and what you did wrong. You're not out here storytelling. You're just moving. And because you are moving, even though things have been things, they've been good, they've been bad, even though they've been bad, you're gonna get that 9 of Cups. That's what's next for you. Luxury. Comfort. Joy. Beauty. Growth. And comfort isn't bad. You know, it's good to be comfortable, but just, again, just keep moving forward. You can have your ambitions while you're comfortable. So what's next is the Queen of Swords. You're able to see things a little bit clearer and be more strategic. You're able to kind of like discern. You know when your ego is creeping up on you, when your shadow self is creeping up on you, and you're able to put on that mask. And you're able to, I would kind of want to say become invisible, but like in the best way possible. You're able to become invisible, like a ninja. Like, damn, like where she come from? Where he come from? Like, how do you even do that? Like, who's that? Oh, that's him. Oh, that's her. What's next is you're gonna be him. You're her. You walk through the door. like people just churn. They didn't even hear the door open. It's a quiet door. They felt your aura. They felt your presence. That's what's next. Jeez. Oh my goodness. I can feel it right now. What do you, like, damn. You really been doing some like shadow work or something, huh? Congratulations. So let's see, what's next? The Empress and the Knight of Wands. So yeah, you're able to bring things towards you, to manifest these things and be protected, and you're safe. You got the Empress and the Knight of Wands, and look at this Knight of Wands. Like, she's on this red cardinal, armored up, ready for war. Like, what's next is you just are growing into this power, into this powerhouse. She's, and like, look at that shadow right behind her. Like, that's your shadow self. That's your ego there. Like ready. Just like right there protecting you. Just an aura of dominance. But at the same time, you're the Empress. Like, you don't mean no harm. Like, you don't want no problems. But if people want a problem, then for you, it's just no problem. That's a quote. That was a quote from an interview. I wish I made that up, because that just goes so hard. But that still whatever. So now we're gonna find out what is that has to end for you to just come into this power that is next for you. So what has to end for, what's ending? Because either way it's gonna end. So what is ending for Pile 3 for them to step into this power that's next for them? Okay, the Two of Cups. So it looks like, give me 1 second. I want to say what's ending is your need for, and you got the Fool, for validation. Like, you're just over validation. You see that skull right there? The skeleton? That's the death of, oh my goodness, there's like skeletons right there. Those are like your ops. Like, at first you need a validation from them, but then they're just like, you just kind of like, I don't know. I think it was just like a paradigm shift is what they call it. You know, you just kind of realize that your Two of Cups is spirit. Like, and that just puts you on this whole new journey. You're the Fool now. You're like, what's like, spirit is with me, spirit got my back. With my ego and everything. Don't worry about me, worry about you. What's happening? Like, you came in ready. You know, what's next is what's ending. What's ending is you staying silent and you holding yourself back. You know, it seems like sometimes you kind of bite your tongue, but you're realizing that you don't have to do that anymore. You're going to be okay if you speak. You're going to be okay if you dance. You're going to be okay if you move, if you groove, doing what you do. Yeah, that's what's ending. It's basically just, what's ending is death of your old self. You're literally gonna like dying and being reborn. You're kind of waking up. You're going through some type of awakening. That's what's ending. It's like an ego death. It seems like it's an ego death. Yeah, like literally. And then you got the Three of Wands. So yeah, that's what's ending. Is your ego. And then how do you end this? How can you help this move quicker? That's what we're gonna find out right now. Not that your ego is ending. Your ego is never gone, but what's ending is you being ruled by it. You're seeing it. Observing it, and when you observe it, you can be that Queen of Swords. You can strategically find out. You can strategically plan your next move. What is it that you want to do in that moment? Like, I'm talking like in that very moment, whenever you get crossed with these things, like, this is in the moment type stuff. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Okay, so how do you end this? How can you help the Knight of Swords? Let's see, let's get a little bit more. How can you end this previous cycle going into your new one? And you got the Ten of Swords. Okay. So you're getting a lot of swords. And then finally you got the King of Swords. So you got the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the King of Swords. So I'm hearing that you're ending this last cycle of being ruled by the ego by just seeing your thoughts a little bit differently and seeing your thoughts as thoughts. Like, they're just thoughts. You're not letting them hold you back anymore. You're not taking it so personal. You're just kind of letting your thoughts run through. And you're not letting them tie you down anymore. Even when sometimes you get rushed with all these different ideas, all these different thoughts, like, oh my God, this and that, like this anxiety. You're just learning how to run through it, just like, run through the fire. And it might get a little bit hot, but you're basically just realizing how much temperature you can take. You don't have a melting point. Like, you just running through it, and like, you're gonna be okay. You're watching the thoughts. You're hearing your brain, but you're just not letting it rule you. You're just letting the brain do what it does. You're not letting the anxiety cloud your judgment of what it is that you have to do. You're being who you are, and that's all you have to be. So how do they end this cycle? Okay, so yeah, so you're looking at these things. You're starting to like, you're ending it by basically starting to shed a little bit of love on it. You're realizing that it's not so serious, and actually it's kind of beautiful. Cool. You know, some people think a lot. Overthinking is not bad. And it's cool, like you're taming the beast. You're realizing that overthinking is a superpower. And you're overthinking so calmly now, is what's going on. Yeah, it seems like that was kind of an issue, was all the thoughts would get to you, and then, you know, you lose your mind because you're getting all these thoughts and stuff. But like, now instead of losing your mind, you're just letting go of your mind. and that's like so much cooler, because like then you let go of it and then you can see it from like a bird's eye view. It's okay to feel fear or anxiety or stuff like that. You know, like that's just what the brain does. Everyone has these emotions. Although some people are more prone to it, your brain is trying to protect you. Your ego is trying to protect you. Your thoughts are trying to protect you. But what's ending is you realizing that you're going to be protected no matter what happens, no matter what you do, no matter what is done to you. And that just gives you this strength. That gives you this power. People are gonna, and then you're gonna be shining a little bit more. When you shine, people are gonna like throw some shade. But the shade won't get to you because you're shining. Like you can't block out the sun. If you're too bright, tell them to put some sunglasses on. Okay, I forgot to ask the question. But yeah, so you're moving forward with love. Aw, look at you. With love and a gentle dominance. Okay. So any tips and tricks for pile 3's next phase? So you're gonna be like getting all these powers. So we're gonna see what tips and tricks can help you maximize profits. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to maximize this. We ain't trying to just use 10%. Give me 100. Give me 110. Oh, that was a bad one. Okay, so what tips and tricks for pile 3 can they know that help them with this power, with this control over their ego, with this control. Let's see what tips and tricks is the Magician. So just remembering your magic, remembering that this world is yours and that you're coexisting with it. You know, like look at how she has this wolf. Like, she just killed this wolf. Like, this lady just has this wolf, like, dead in her arms. With no fear, with no grief. It's just the cycle of life. The cycle of life that she's using to her advantage. And she's still being watched over. She's still being guided. So tips and tricks, you're the Magician. What else? What are the tips and tricks for pile 3? The Hanged Man. So also learning to take a step back, or just remember to take a step back, and that it's okay to do nothing sometimes. It's okay to do nothing. Inaction sometimes is the best action. The Queen of Cups. Letting your third eye lead. Letting your higher self lead. Just listening to your intuition and trusting it. And, you know, like, just let love lead. Like, be like, is this what love would do, or is this what hate would do? The Six of Cups. Yeah, just make, like, just keep that youthfulness to you. You know, with all this power, just stay bright. You know, have a nice energy. Like, remember that your energy is very powerful. And it controls your atmosphere. So I'm also getting with the Hangman, like, to remember to ground yourself. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so, like, ground yourself and stay balanced. And not, like, I wouldn't say, like, try to be stoic. Like, don't, like, hide your emotions. Feel all your emotions. But just see the emotions and let them be. Feel them through and just see. Don't let it change your direction or change your course. Okay, so you also got the tips and tricks for pile 3 is the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. Okay. So I'm getting that. Don't forget to, like, have a good time and just kind of, like, you know, whenever you face these issues and problems, start to see it as, like, I don't want to say like a test, but more like a game, like a boss in a game. Like, you know, just pass that level. You pass that level, you know, you're gonna get the prize. You don't pass the level, you're gonna have to take that level again. You're gonna have to like go through that round again. Unless you just quit the game, but I don't recommend quitting the game because you've gone this far. So like, you know, it's easy. Just see it as easy. Like, you're literally so powerful. You can do it, and I believe in you. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Good job, guys. Good shadow work you've been doing, and you're the best. Look at you with your Page of Pentacles, with the goats. You're a goat. Okay, pile 3. That was a cool reading with the vampire. I would have chosen this one. This is the pile I would have chosen, just because like I like the card. So yeah, that was your reading, pile 3. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you guys. Peace.